morning. How are we all doing today? How's your head feeling? All right, so Happy New Year. Happy New You. My name is Reverend Michael McMorrow. I'm the senior minister here, spiritual director here at our Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills, where we welcome all who practice their beliefs in faith on love, whether in here or online. Everybody wave and say hi. There's a little camera up there. Good morning. Happy New Year. Oh, we can do better than that. Come on. Happy New Year. There we go. Nicely done. All right, so this is your first time here. We have a little thing we like to do called hugs and handshakes. So let's just check in with each other and wish each other a Happy New Year. Flexibility to do chair pose anymore. I think I just pull something. All right, so please help me welcome to the platform Reverend Nancy Woods, our assistant minister and our presider. All right, and as we batten down the hatches in the back there, excuse me, let's all take a deep, conscious breath. Sigh it out and just allow ourselves to use the breath to anchor us in this eternal now moment as we come together for our call to service, which we call lighting the flames of faith. And we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples, all faiths, all sentient beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here this morning. So as Reverend Nancy lights the first candle, it's for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the four noble truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. The seventh candle we light for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. The 10th candle we light for all those who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives, and for the space we hold for them here at our center. And as Reverend Nancy lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to have experience the healing flame of God's eternal love.
In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am, letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and I see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only
And that is a healing, nurturing love, and it is fully present here today. As we step into this new year, we step into it knowing that this love that we have discovered in this moment is the love that is coming from our heart, the love that is in each and every heart that we experience. As we understand and recognize this is the truth, this is the divine presence of life, given of itself to us, through us, and as us. We embrace this love. We embrace the idea that we are a source in which it can pour through into every experience of life. And as we recognize that we have come here this morning to share this understanding, this love, and this experience, and step into a new day, a new way of thinking, new way of being, new way of expressing this divine presence of who and what we are. As we embrace this love and this joy of being alive, we embrace the idea of our own greatness, our own beauty, and our own wonder of being. And know that we are fed by everything that is around us. We're fed by the music that is pouring forth. We are fed by the message. We are fed by the people all around us. The energy that is in this room is that of love. And it is able to do all things. And so we open our hearts, our mind, and our whole being so that we can take it in as we pour it out. And as we experience this expression of life, we are expressing our gratitude, our appreciation as it fills us. And know in that appreciation, it grows and it expands and it expresses even more. So this is the joy of being who and what we are. And we love it. And we rejoice in it. And we are that expression of life. We are the good that we have been seeking. So it's with great appreciation we unite as we give to each other in every way and every form the love of the universe. And we do this together as we say, and so it is. Good morning. And Happy New Year. Oh, it is a good new year, you know. We are beginning a new beginning. We have a very new beginning. And I believe that we are stepping into a new experience of life. And I have decided that, if I decide to be great this year, it's going to be great. I have set the intention that this is going to be a dynamic, powerful year for this church and for everybody that's involved in it, and in our community too. And so what I'm saying is that each one of us has the power and the ability to set our intention to experience a greater life, and we can share that with everybody around us. So, in knowing that, I know that I trust the universe. I trust it to be that which has created everything. And that which it has created is loving, powerful, beautiful, joyful. It is the good that we've all been seeking. And the source for it is ourselves. It's in us. This is how we get it. This is how we bring it forth. This is how we experience it. All of this is just the wonder of the universe saying yes in a greater and greater way. And as I know that that's the truth, I begin to understand that the things that I'm experiencing out here outside of this center and in life is still that expression of life, is spirit. So we can know that not just here, but everywhere. And I am very grateful that I am immersed in a community that knows this and that is willing to take it on, that we can spread this out into the world. Not just here. We can give it away. And the more we give away, the more we're going to have. So I'm inviting all of you to join us on this journey this year of being the source and means for which the world is going to experience more joy, more good, more beauty, and more of all of that which we know that enhances being alive and expressing life. So we can do this. It's a good thing to do. And I thank you for joining me and embracing it with me. And so it is.
Good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year to all of you. Today we have Erica on percussion down here. Right. Our two Grenadians are Jerry and Terry at background vocals. I'm very happy to have back Mr. Jason Goldstein over here on keyboard. Yeah. On bass, Mr. Kent Moore. Yeah, Kent. And when I asked Angela to sing, I did not know, but now I do know. Today is Angela's birthday. Happy birthday. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's not that unusual when everything is beautiful. It's just another ordinary miracle today. The sky knows when it's time to snow. Don't need to teach a seed to grow. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Life is like a gift, they say, wrapped up for you every day. Open up and find a way to give some of your own. Isn't it remarkable? Like every time a raindrop falls, it's just another ordinary miracle today. Birds in winter have their fling and always make it home by spring. It's just another ordinary miracle today. When you wake up every day, please don't throw your dreams away. Hold them close to your heart, 'cause we are all a part of the ordinary miracle. Ordinary miracle. Do you want to see a miracle? It seems so exceptional that things just work out after all. It's just another ordinary miracle today. Sun comes up and shines so bright, disappears again at night. It's just another ordinary miracle today. It's just another ordinary miracle today.
Somebody forgot. Well, the announcement. It's only one announcement. You have it? Okay.
Okay, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New You. I accept your invitation to be more peace, to be more love, to be more joy, and I know you all do too. So I would normally say that there's a list of the announcements also to be found in your brochure, your program, but it's an old one, so don't refer to that. Let's just know that classes will resume next week, I believe, and the Science of Mind class 218 called It's All God is going to be facilitated by Reverend Elizabeth Schneider and practitioner Kitty Hack, and that's going to start a week from tomorrow night, Monday the 9th. And of course, you can still subscribe to Amazon's smileamazon.com. So if you buy anything on Amazon, some of your purchase will come to the church. We're working on that for Ralph's also, so that is forthcoming. And is there anything else? I think that's it, except happy birthday to Angela and Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. So would you stand and say the Declaration of Principles with me? We believe in one universal spirit, manifesting through all, natural and incarnate in us. We believe that the universal spirit is personal too, and reveals itself through everyone who recognizes its presence. We believe that our faith operates upon a law of mind, which automatically manifests in our experience according to that faith. We believe in unity of all life and in the immortality of the individual soul forever expanding. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the giveness of life to all.
Yeah, I missed my Townsend wind up there, so. So how are we all doing? Do I have this on, Mike? Yes, I do. Okay, all right. I do now. So, it's a new year, 2017, man. Remember when the movie 2001 came out and it seemed like that was a long way off? Yeah. 1984 came and went. Showed what they all knew. So what are we going to know? All right, so what are we going to know about 2017? That's what we're going to play around with today. All right, so we have this burning bowl ceremony that we're going to do. And so everyone should have a little piece of flash paper like this. Okay? And so as we go through the talk, you are welcome to just jot down whatever comes forward for you. I'm going to share some things with you. And between the two of us, maybe we can help hone in on how we can really make this our best year yet. And along with that, a free gift. A free gift, which if you've been on Facebook, you already have your hint. So, let me put my glasses on. And let's start out with Dr. Ernest Holmes. For man to be raised up into the spiritual being for which he was designed, right? So we've been designed to be spiritual beings. We must take our own unfoldment in hand and give conscious direction to the evolutionary forces that are already present within. So many people, if we look around at the world today, we see many people who are living a life of default rather than design. And in this default, then, they are subject to the race consciousness, the human race consciousness, the consciousness that says there's not enough, that there's not enough for you, that you are not enough, that you're not enough unless you drive this car, drink this beer, have a woman that looks like this or a man who looks like that, have this education from that college, this kind of job, your skin is this kind of color, your gender works this way. You must love within certain parameters. To be violent is to be manly. To be subservient is to be feminine. These are all things that we get downloaded with and are subjected to. Really, we are barraged by them on a daily basis. So really, is it any secret or is it any surprise that we may find ourselves at times down dark paths in our thought? And so these New Year's celebrations, right, which we have been doing as humans since, God knows how long, are an opportunity for us to wipe the slate clean and begin again. Now, many times that looks like a resolution. A resolution that we go through the year and we come to the next January 1st only to resolve to do the same thing again. Now, why is this? What is this? And if this is true for you, what's going to be different this year? And so what we want to do then is whatever it is that we are thinking about is demonstrating. At the deepest levels of thought, the deepest levels, in our subjective mind, in our unconscious mind, demonstrates. And so, if my unconscious mind is prone to reactivity, if my unconscious mind tells me that to be a man is to be angry, and that's okay. To be Irish is to be angry and a drunk, right? That I can to be a man is to be reactive. Unless if these are the things that are downloaded into me deeply, and I don't address them, this is the way that I'm going to show up in the world. Not when I'm feeling good and one with the universe, but when I'm feeling a little hammered by life and I'm not getting my way. I didn't get the raise, or I didn't get the job, or I didn't get the girl, or I didn't, whatever. What's going to be different? How can I shift it this year? Well, I think we must look much deeper. And we have to take an inventory or a self-assessment, if you like. Right? What is it that I want to experience in my life this year, 2017? And in order to make this welcome, right? So maybe that's the first thing I have to do, is to make it welcome. What am I going to do differently? What am I going to release? What thought forms am I going to release? Now, I've used this pretty extreme example. Usually by the time we get to 45 or 50, men are not the way that I just described. And yet there are subtle tendencies within there. And so what is called for is the ability to shift the tendency of my thinking in a conscious way. So what is it that I am willing to shift and lift within my own consciousness to change the tendency of my thinking such that I transform my life? Not just change a habit, but to transform my life. So, I changed the habit. I quit smoking. Right? I've quit smoking many times. Many times. This current spell is several years. Right? And yet I also know that I'm only one cigarette away from going back to it. And the reason why I know this is because I've tried it many times. Okay? But we can be addicted to our thinking and thought patterns in the same way. If you, on some level, do not feel like you are enough in a particular area of your life, you're addicted to that thought. And if you're addicted to that thought, you are going to continue to demonstrate ways of living that make this true. And if this rings true to you, I have only one question. Are you ready to be done with that? Yeah. Because we all have some of that in us. That's, when we talk about being separate from God, that's the thought. When we are one with the Spirit, we are feeling the wholeness of life in all of its expression. That is surrendering to the divine to allow it to use our life as its instrument. Not only that, to experience its creation by means of its creation. That each one of us has chosen to incarnate at this moment right now. Now that's a huge idea if you sit with that one. So what are we going to do with it? Okay, I had my 60th birthday this year. Right? The candle's getting a little on the short side now. There's plenty of candle left. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with my life? What's going to be different this year? Well, what I know is that I must work with the tendency of my thinking to produce a demonstration that I'm now willing to make welcome. So I made I used my paper in the first service, and I wrote down all the things that were standing in the way of writing. And you know what? Yeah, first writing. Maybe next year I'll work on publishing, but just write the damn book this year, right? I've been working on this thing, those of you who know me closely, 4 years, and I have had lots of support, right? Christy Guyman one year made a beautiful journal for me with pictures and everything and put poetry in it to invite me to sit down. You know how many pages are written in that book? None. Now, I have stuff on the computer, right? So what's getting in the way? I'm not, who do you think you are writing a book? You don't have, you're not a trained writer. You're not this, you're not that, right? And there's some part of me that knows that there's an intuitive genius within longing to come forth, but I'm playing small with it. So what am I doing, right? So first thing, what am I willing to get rid of? Well, the first thing I'm willing to get rid of is that I'm not enough in this arena. I'm demonstrating mastery in many places. Now I'm ready for this. And boy, this is a big deal, making a public proclamation like this. So now I've become accountable, right? Now I am now willing to step into working with an editor, right? I have the resources. I have no excuse. I am willing to give up Bejeweled, which is on my iPad, right? Which I waste. For some of you, it's Free Cell. You know who you are. Or Solitaire. Whatever it is. Fantasy football. Whatever it is. So that I can now embrace. So now what is called for now is that I have to shift and lift the tendency of my thinking to know that I am a writer. To shift and lift the thinking around the fact that I don't like to write. To shift and lift the idea that the world wants to hear what I have to say in the unique voice that I have to say it in. Right? So the idea is like this blue-collar spirituality, right? Who better to say that message, right? After swinging a hammer for 33 years and having the calluses and the black fingernails to prove it, right? So to step into this greater idea, what is your idea, right? What is your grand dream for 2017? That goes on one side of that paper, right? Or maybe their values, maybe it's things like flexibility, ableness, authority. Step into my authority. To show valor and courage in the way that I show up in the world. To stop playing small. Right? So let's see. What would I have to release? Helplessness? I can't do it. Self-loathing maybe on some level. Playing small. Self-conscious. Disbelief. Distrust. Right? So Reverend Nancy was talking about, trusting God this year. And for me personally, just commitment. Come on, Mike. You got plenty of time. Stop dawdling in the morning and write for 30 minutes. Right? And stop judging it while you're doing it. Right? That's the editor's job. That's not your job. So what are you going to do? This is what I want to embrace. This is what I need to give up. And so I write that down on a piece of paper. And then, is there one word, right? Is there one word that describes all of this? Just to kind of bring some focus to it. Right? So part of that, frankly, is focus. Right? Focus. And the other side then would be distraction. Right? Being willing to give up the distractions that keep me from doing whatever it is I want to make welcome. And then we're going to do a little meditation, and we're going to come up, and we're going to come to the bowl down this side, and we're going to hold this is our declaration, yes? Over our heart, right? And then we're going to come to the bowl consciously, and then release it. Yeah. And it looks like you burn yourself, but you're not going to. Because it burns too fast. A lot faster than your flesh. A lot faster than that sneeze. Faster than a speeding sneeze. And then you're going to receive your gift from me, which is a shift and lift button. This button says shift and lift. Now, why would we do that? To remind ourselves, put this right here. Every time we look in the mirror, every time we get in the car, we're going to see it reflected back to us. Every time we see it, we're going to have a reminder, shift and lift. So that should we find our thinking going down the road of darkness, if we hear something on the radio, on the news that takes us down this path, oh my God, ain't it awful? No, we're shifting and lifting that idea to a new tendency of thought, of knowing the expansiveness of life, of knowing there's a creativity, a power and a presence and intelligence operating in and through this manifest life, and we're making it welcome by shifting and lifting the tendency of our thought into higher vibrational forms of thought that lift not only ourselves, the body temple, my consciousness, but those around me as well. That we are knowing a greater truth for our life by shifting and lifting the tendency of our thinking, one moment at a time, one thought at a time. Now, think about this. Did you ever play on a teeter-totter when you were a kid? Okay, did you ever play the game on the teeter-totter where you would scoot way back on the teeter-totter to hold the other person up, and they'd want to get down, but you wouldn't let them off, right? Like it was your little brother or something, right? So how would you let them down, right? You'd shift, and then you would lift, right? Until you would then come into balance, and eventually you would be higher. So to me, this is the way I'm seeing this idea, that we're shifting and lifting our thought into higher realms of possibilities for good. Right? At the deepest levels of our awareness, and because we're playing with infinite power and presence, we don't even have to know what all the unconscious stuff is. Right? We just know that it demonstrates as self-consciousness, as I'm not enough, of anxiety maybe, frustration, right? Because we're inviting the divine to the dance, right? The infinite power and presence, not out in the sky somewhere, but right here in your heart and in my heart and the hearts of all beings to come forth. So I'm going to call our musicians forward now. And if you haven't yet, just take a moment to jot down. What's that? Oh, would you like the list? They want the list back up there, Mike. Please. Do I need to advance it? There you go. So, again, we're going to come on up to this side. So you're going to work your way over. If you're coming over here, you're going to get into the back, and you're going to come back here, and we're going to come up. When you're ready, all right, we have time. So we will go a little longer today, possibly. And then I'm going to ask our practitioner students to stand. Practitioner students in the class to stand. Leslie, Nikki. And you guys are going to go, when you're done, you're going to go to the back and greet our friends as they come around. So this is your first little taste of being of service to the community. You're just going to love them up and know that it's done. You're not going to do the treatment. You're going to do what you're just, it's done. Happy New Year. And then we're going to ask our practitioners to join them and ministers to join them in the back as well. Okay? So, when you're done writing your thing, just head to the back. And then the practitioners will come forward and students will come forward to the bowl when everyone else is complete. So you're going to go back there first. I'm going to get some work out of you first. All right, so let's just go within. And just recognize and know that there is a power, a presence of spirit moving in, through, and as this manifest life. That we are bringing our conscious awareness to this now. Maybe you can feel a little shift going on, a little stirring going on in your heart right now. That we are aligning with that and allowing that which up until now may have been hidden to come forth. What is it that needs to be shifted? What is it that I'm longing to express? What is it that I'm longing to allow the Holy Spirit to bring forth into my life in the areas of relationship, in my business, in my prosperity, in my life, in my body temple? So Ken's going to take us into this chant for a little bit, and then when you're ready, come forward.
Still my mind, be at peace in my awakening. I release with my heart, with my heart, free my soul, free my soul in my awakening. In my awakening, I am whole. I am whole. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. As I love, as I love, as I give, as I give, in my awakening, in my awakening, I choose to live, I choose to live. Give me strength, give me strength. Shine your light, shine your light in my awakening, in my awakening. Clear my sight, clear my sight. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
not my fear.
In my awakening,
In my awakening,
God will hear.
God will hear. Oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti. Oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti.
Still my mind,
Still my mind,
be at
be at
peace.
peace.
In my awakening,
In my awakening,
I relieve
I relieve
with my heart,
with my heart,
free my soul.
free my soul.
In my awakening,
In my awakening,
I am whole.
I am whole. Oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti. Oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti.
As I love,
As I love,
as I give,
as I give,
in my awakening,
in my awakening,
I choose to live.
I choose to live.
Give me strength,
Give me strength,
shine your light.
shine your light.
In my awakening,
In my awakening,
clear my sight.
clear my sight. Oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti, oh, Shanti.
Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti.
So as we rest in this moment here, let's just remember again what we're playing with here. The infinite power, the presence, the intelligence, the life that is God expressing in, through, and as, impressing itself, expressing itself in, through, and as this manifest universe, expressing itself as you and as me. And so through this burning bowl ceremony, we have made a declaration to the universe that things are going to be different, that we are knowing a new truth for our life right now, starting right now, that a new page has been turned, and that we have released it by means of this burning bowl. So it is a beautiful physical representation of what spiritual mind treatment is, yes? Yes. Right? And so the other part of this, I don't know where it is, maybe Steve can coach me up on this, but somewhere in the book, it has a story about the jeweler who looks into the crucible. Right? And when all the imperfections are burned away, the way that he knows that the metal is pure is by looking within the crucible and seeing his reflection. Right? And so whatever impure thoughts, right? Distractions, obstructions, known or unknown, that up until now may have kept you or me bound, that they have been burned away. The impurities have been burned away. I think in Buddhism, I think they call them sankharas, have been burned away. And what is left is the pure metal that you are. So let's get out there and get her done this year. Huh? All right. So it's now time for the offering, because you can't have a spiritual feeling without passing a basket. We all know that. Yes. Oh yeah, you know what? Before we do that, they have a really great second song. Let's listen to that first, okay? Because it's going to be worth waiting and getting out a little later. I promise.
When all the dark clouds roll away, and the sun begins to shine, I see my freedom from across the way, and it comes right in on time. Well, it shines so bright, and it gives so much light. It comes from the sky above. Made me feel so free, made me feel like me. Lights my life with love. And it seems like, and it feels like, and it seems like, oh, it feels like, brand new day, brand new day, yeah, yeah. I was lost and double-crossed, with my hands behind my back. I've been a long time hurt, thrown in the dirt, shoved out on the railroad track. I've been used, I've been abused, and so confused. Didn't have nowhere to run, but I stood and looked, and my eyes got hooked on that beautiful morning sun. And it seems like, oh, it feels like, and it seems like, oh, and it feels like a brand new day, a brand new day, brand new day, brand new day, brand new day. And it feels like, and it feels like, oh, it seems like, oh, it feels like a brand new day, a brand new day, brand new day, brand new day, brand new day. And it seems like a brand new day. It feels like a brand new day. It seems like a brand new day. It feels like, it seems like, it feels like, oh, it seems like, yeah, it feels like a brand new day, a brand new day, brand new day, brand new day, feels like a brand new
Angela Carol Brown, let's give her a little more love there. And her background singers. Very nice. Very nice. That was, did I lie? Was that great or what? Yeah, it was awesome. All right. All right, so as we prepare our gifts for the offering, let's call our ushers forward.
Spirit gives through me, Spirit receives through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me, Spirit gives through me, Spirit receives through me, Spirit lives and breathes through me.
presented here this morning are a demonstration of consciousness that knows, and knows that it knows, that God is our source, our substance, our supply. And so from the generous heart and consciousness of the individual from which these gifts have been offered here this morning, that we, as the heart of the representing the heart of this community, accept these gifts with deep appreciation, love, and respect, as we know together they go forth to heal, to prosper, and to bless. The life declaration of each one here this morning, and anyone connected to this center in any way, its mission, its vision. Now we know this blessing further for our friends here in our community of Granada Hills, our city of Los Angeles, our state of California, our United States of America, all of its churches, temples, mosques, schools, universities, the people who attend them, the people who support them, for our planet as well, that we know that all of it is an emanation right from the mind of the divine itself. And to the extent that we know this to be so, we see beyond the condition to the large our reality that God is expressing. And knowing this, we see it demonstrating in all ways, great and small. This lifts our hearts. We feel a sense of grace and power that allows us and propels us into ways of spiritual living that lift ourselves and others. We are grateful. And together we acknowledge this by saying, and so it is. So please help me thank our ushers, lovely Rita and sweet Sandy. And I don't know if the kids are going to come in or not. I did want to make, Mike, did you get a chance to do that slide? So many of you may not have known Steve personally, but you may recognize him. His dad was his son was Joey, one of our teams for many years. He unfortunately made his transition earlier in December. So his memorial service is next Saturday, January 7th at 2 p.m. I hope we can all make it over there. And it's going to be held because he was a union man, right? 30-year plus union man with UPS, and did youth tennis for, I think, another 20 or 30 or 15 or 20 years out of this park. And so there's going to be like 500 people there, including us. So there'll be a electronic reminder, a constant contact will be going out with a direction link in the whole bit. So please make a point of attending and honoring our pal Steve. He was one of the good guys. So, and of course supporting Barbara and Joey as they work through this year. All right, so there's no kids, so we're going to ask our practitioners and ministers to circle the room one last time. I'd like to thank you all for being here, and lovely to see Marilyn in the house with her son and daughter-in-law. So great having you here today. I know that's not an easy trek across the valley, so. And thank you all for being here this morning as well. And Happy New Year.
So as we circle this room in love, and you know anyone that you want to experience a great expression of life, put them in this circle. As we recognize that the spiritual presence of life really blesses us by blessing us with the ability to speak a word, and there's a law that fulfills it. So as we willingly let go of anything that we want to release, we declare it as already so. And as we step into this year and we step into this life, we step into it with the gratitude and appreciation to be able to do this, to know this, and we thank God for this philosophy that says yes to life. So as we move forward from this moment, it is with a united awareness that God is all that there is. And as we say this together, and so it is.
Please stand for the peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Michael McMorrow here, Senior Minister at the Center for Spiritual Living. We're delighted that you've chose to join us here on live streaming at the CSL GH YouTube site. If you would like to consider supporting us, please go to our website and use our PayPal option and donate today. Thank you very much. Peace and blessings. See you soon.